Morning, folks.
Morning.
Feels like it's been an age since we've actually spoken to the camera. Today is the 1st of December. Today is an exciting day. Today is the day that the proper adventure starts. We're leaving the EU and we're heading to Turkey. Excited?
I'm excited.
Excited. I'm nervous. I always am about these kind of things. We've already had, at least 3 arguments this morning. But, yeah.
Or?
He has to add another one, doesn't he? Yeah, we're going to Turkey. We're not going to go very far into Turkey. We're going to stop at the first major town, just get our bearings. We think we know where we're going to park up, have a little mooch around the town, get used to it culturally.
Get some money, sort of SIM out on the phone, that sort of stuff.
I've downloaded an eSIM today, first time ever using an eSIM, so downloaded that. We think it's going to work, hopefully.
Well, it's cost you 46 quid, so I hope it does.
No, it's cost him 46 quid. So yeah, we'll get our bearings, and of course there is a UNESCO site there for me to go and see as well, which makes me happy. That's another thing to tick off, because I'm a little bit of a dicker with these things. But yeah, we'll take you along, and we're currently driving through mountains, and it is gorgeous.
Gorgeous. Gorgeous. This road is called the... You told me just now, Republic, something of Republic?
Passageway of the Republic or something. Yeah, that sounds about right. But it is lovely. We'll show you some of the views. When the tarmac stops, but it just turns to cobbles on a highway in the middle of nowhere. There's no houses around.
We can do a whole 18 miles an hour just
on cobbles. God, if this was raining, because we're going uphill as well, this would be quite slidey, wouldn't it?
Very slidey and big holes in it.
Lorries come up and down here. We did wonder why the traffic seemed to have stopped, because it turns to cobbles.
Oh well, when Google said the road was shut, yeah, it really is shut. You can't go that way. We thought we might be able to sneak round, but no, we ain't sneaking through that, are we?
They mean it, don't they?
Oh dear.
There's no pushing a barrier by.
Oh well, half an hour back the other way then.
We thought the road was very quiet.
Accident black spot, yeah, if you hit that it would be.
Yeah, that's why you don't drive at night, because with our rubbish headlights, you wouldn't see that at speed.
Oh well, back we go. So we are now just over 14 kilometres from the border, and the queue of lorries has just started. These guys will queue for hours and hours and hours. My God, to be a lorry driver trying to go to Turkey on this main crossing, what a nightmare for them. So that's the Bulgarian side, stamped and out literally in about 20 seconds. We're now in no man's land trying to find where to buy the insurance, but I think we buy at the other side of the customs booths. So we'll go and get our passport stamped, get into Turkey and try and find the insurance there.
I'm confused.
Well, let's go back a bit.
Okay.
So we got through passport control in Turkey. They stamped passports. We got to the customs, and they sent us over to the X-ray machine. So we went in the queue, we sat there for about 15 minutes. I then went off and got the insurance, and they only do 3 months insurance. The choice was 3 months, 3 months, or 3 months. So 185 euros lighter, bought 3 months insurance. Problem is you can't extend it. So when we go out in a month's time to Georgia and come back in for 2 months, we're going to be short of a month. So we need to buy another 3 months. Anyway, yes. Regarding that, so we got back, and Claire's waiting for me, and there's a man in a van saying follow us. Apparently the X-ray machine's broken, and we've just gone through a maze, a labyrinth of 1 million lorries.
Well, there was us and 2 cars, and the only ones they want are X-ray. No idea why they've picked on us, apart from the cars were German and Slovakian, so it's the foreign vehicles. We might have to move in a minute, but yeah, they dropped the cars off somewhere else, and he said, no, follow me. And it literally, we've just gone against the flow, kind of like through doing this and round corners, and I've just squeezed in between 2 lorries. We're now at an X-ray machine, facing the wrong way. So I've got a lorry about to come out here. I'm not entirely convinced looking in the mirror he's going to have space to turn behind us. And then I'm assuming we're going in that way. but then I don't know how we get out. Oh, we're the wrong side?
So we're now going to go in the out, get x-rayed. It'll probably take 10 seconds, and then we've got to get our way through the maze. We might be able to video that. Luckily, the place we're stopping tonight in the next town is about a 20-minute ride at the very most. We know where we're going to stop, and it's a secure parking, 24 hours, so we can get in, we can decamp, and then I'm going to go for, I want to have bread, hummus, and roast lamb tonight. That's what I want. I don't know what we're going to get, but the gate's just open. The lorry, I think, is going to come out in a minute. We'll see what happens.
I just want to know how we get out of here afterwards, because we are facing the wrong way with a bunch of lorries. There's no way you would have found your way through this lot.
No.
No way.
Well, we were x-rayed. The guy spent 15 minutes with us stood outside, and then he came into the van, opened every drawer, the fridge, he opened up some of my clothes, he opened up another drawer. I don't know what he was doing, what he was looking for, got no idea at all.
He spoke to his mate on the phone, obviously directed him to where he needed to be. I had not a clue what he was looking for, but he was looking for something. He
was looking very intently. Now we're going to go back through the maze. Some of these lorries seem to have already gone, so he's driving us back through the maze of lorries. Oh, right turn, hang on a second.
Yeah, we're going right.
We're going right here.
We had to go through some gates, which I don't think everybody else gets to go through.
Yeah.
But we have our own personal guide.
I bet we go all the way back through. I bet we have to go through the customs guy. No.
There we go.
Oh, he's not sure. No, not this way. He's just trying to find a way out of the maze himself. Whoa, whoa, whoa.
Can we go that way?
So we've just gone through passport control backwards.
For the lorries.
I think this is the way we came. Lorry cabs galore, but no trailers. And then you say that there's a load of trailers here, and then there's a load of lorry cabs being lifted by lorry cabs. Chaos, absolute chaos.
That's scrap. That's got to be scrap. So we stopped filming at that point, but the bit that's missing is we went back to customs to baggage check, and they said go. So we went to leave, we got to the exit, and he said, nope, computer says no, you've missed something, go back. But he didn't know what. So we went back, nobody seemed to know what it was. We got pushed around a little bit, nobody wanted to deal with us. What it turns out is we needed to get our insurance checked off and signed onto the computer that we had it. Unless you've got your own insurance, but the insurance that you buy there, you've got to go back, get it signed, and then we could go. And then we left, and we went out into a beautiful sunset, a lot of dust, and the crazy roads of Turkey. I feel like we might have left Kansas.
Might have left
Kansas. Also known as we've left Europe.
Slow down a bit so we can see the sign rather than just the back of the lorry, please. Thank you. So we've just come out the port finally after running around like idiots for about an hour and a half, but it wasn't as mental as, well, it could have been worse. Anyway, we just tried to get a ticket for the motorway and we're told no, 1 kilometre further, and you come out onto the, it feels like a motorway. It's like a drag race at the moment with lorries and buses and idiots everywhere. So we are, oh look, we could stop and get it here, I suppose. We need the motorway HGS. There it is up on the right. Oh well, we get it tomorrow at this rate.
Morning folks.
Hello, good morning.
We're in Turkey. We kind of stopped recording last night because it was a bit chaotic. The sat-nav failed massively, so Tom had to direct us in, and it was rush hour. But we're here in Edirne. I think we've pronounced that right.
That's good enough.
Good enough. So we've got to this car park. It's very loud. We're here, and the road is right there. And they wash cars. People drive past with loud music, but that's all right. There's lorries that beep, and there's a train right behind us, so it's not quiet.
No, it's not quiet, but for about £4.50 for 24 hours,
and
there's toilets and there's water here.
Yeah.
It's perfect, and it's a little well, it's a border town, so it's
Yeah.
very, very busy. Lorries by the million going up and down the main road. Luckily, we're off the main road. But it's got a little historic centre. There's a couple of mosques. There's actually a synagogue here. There's a covered market. There's a pedestrian street, which is buzzy. Well, it was buzzy last night at 6 when we went out for a quick beer.
We went out for dinner, found a craft beer bar. Dinner failed.
Dinner failed. We had dinner when we got back here. So we're going to go and have a mooch.
And we need to go and get the vignette thing for the roads. We stopped at 2 places last night on the way here and they were like, no. So we've got to go to the post office and get that sorted. And
as you can see, it's a wonderful blue sky today.
Yeah.
It's about 15 or 18 degrees. It's the warmest it's been for a while, but it is going to get down to about 2 degrees overnight. So let's go and explore, see what we find here. Yeah, it looks quite nice. And probably lunch.
Yes, I need food. I need more food to soak up last night.
Right, let's go. Well, they certainly sing a lot louder than the Orthodox churches that we went to in Romania and Bulgaria. They really sing it out here. This is the mosque of the 3 balcony spire, or something like that, very close to it.
3 balcony mosque.
And right opposite is a museum. We're not ready for museums yet. I think we need a couple of days to get back into travel. Not ready for a museum. But this city, little city, this border town, is full of masses of old buildings. Especially, well, the old part is. I guess the new part is full of high-rise concrete blocks like every other city on the planet. But this looks really, really lovely.
Welcome to, I think it's Selimiye Mosque. It's a UNESCO World Heritage Site, so a tick for me. It was constructed, or it started in 1568, took 7 years to build. It was designed by the architect Mimar Sinan, which apparently is a world-renowned architect of the time. Each of the minarets are 85.67 meters tall, and all of them have got 3 staircases each inside, leading to different balconies, and all 3 of the staircases never meet. The dome inside measures 42.3 meters high and is 31.3 meters in diameter. Can you tell that I got onto Wikipedia this morning? And we can't go in. We can't go in because it's under renovation, and I think it'll be so for some years yet. But it's still a very beautiful building to come and see from the outside.
Good morning from Edirne. We are about 8:30. We're just about to leave here. The great thing about travel is that there's never really a plan. We've always got a plan. We were going to go to Georgia, Azerbaijan and Armenia. We can't go to Azerbaijan now. I don't know if we said before, but you can't take a right-hand vehicle there, along many other reasons not to go there. And looking at the weather, it really looks like Armenia is going to be off the cards as well. It's sort of -6 and 7 in the day and -10 or 15 at night. I don't think poor old Peggy will cope with that, so I think we're going to drop that off the list. One of the other reasons is when you come into Turkey, you can only buy insurance for 3 months. They don't do like Morocco did, 1 month, 2 months, 3 months. It's 3 months flat rate. So if we went out, if we did a month across to Georgia, then did a month in Georgia, then came back, we'd have to buy another 3-month insurance. And at 134 euros, 134, 184, one of the two, anyway, I'll put it down below. We thought that's a lot of money just for 3 months here. So what we're going to do is we're going to get across to Georgia over the next couple of weeks, across the top of Turkey on the Black Sea, go and see a few things, and then we'll do a couple of weeks in Georgia, probably spend Christmas and New Year in Georgia, then come back. The mountains in Turkey are going to be freezing cold, so we're going to come along the coast before we drop down south. We're going to do Cappadocia, we're going to go to the balloon place, we're going to go and see the caves, we're going to do the south coast. There's Roman temples and Roman old Roman stuff, what's the words, I'll think of it later, all over the south coast. We're going to go and see those. It'll be a little bit warmer as well, because we don't think we can cope with minus 10 and 20 and whatever. So we've had a couple of lovely days here, or 2 nights here. It's 300 Turkish lira, which is about a fiver just for the night. There's the toilet. That's about it really, but it was incredibly quiet at night. This main road, where everything's whizzing past now, lorries galore, at night, coming by about 9 o'clock, is absolutely dead. Sun's coming up and we are heading just to the other side of Istanbul this morning. It's a 5-hour drive. So we've come out of Edirne. I don't know how to pronounce it. Claire will tell you. Edirne. We're on the main road, 158 kilometres before we turn off to another motorway round the outside to the north of Istanbul, and this is the motorway. There is nothing in front of us, there's one car just coming up behind us now, but nothing in front of us, and a few lorries the other side. It's 9:15 now. A little bit later than I thought, well, 10 minutes later than we expected, so we're not too bad on time, but nothing. 158 kilometres, hopefully, of nothing but cruising, listening to some Moroccan and Turkish tunes. Let's go Turkish tunes, because we're not in Morocco anymore. Yeah, lovely. Something I never usually do is fill up at a service station for fuel, because you know it's always going to be so expensive, especially in the UK where it'd be 30 or 40p a litre more. We've just put 55 litres of diesel in the van, in Peggy, on the motorway just outside Istanbul, and it worked out at 98p a litre. That's at the motorway services. So I'm looking forward to the rest of Turkey if it's going to be that cheap on fuel.
So far on this trip, I've driven into every new country, but I'm letting Tom have this one. He is driving us into Asia.
You're not letting me. I said you could drive to country. I was going to drive to Asia. That wasn't a question, that was a statement.
I'll let him have that one. So this is the, and I'm going to pronounce this wrong, I'm sure of it, the Yavuz Sultan Selim Bridge, and it goes over the Bosphorus, which is just a tiny piece of water that splits Turkey and divides Europe and Asia. We are driving over a bridge into Asia. Peggy's third continent. As cool as the bridges to look at, that's much better, isn't it? Look at that view. And there's Istanbul over to the right.
So that's Istanbul there. This is me driving over the Bosphorus into Asia. Bloody crazy. Absolutely crazy. Asia, baby.
We are over dry land. We have driven this old girl into 2 other continents outside of Asia, outside of Europe. That blows my mind.
Well, these are our neighbours for our park-up tonight. Not a bad little park-up, is it? Gotta say. Middle of a national park. We've been moved because a copper who sat over there with his mate, probably having a beer, tried to move us because he thought this wasn't very nice for us. 20 minutes later, we're back in the same spot because, as you can see, there's a little bit of mud, a bit sinky, and where he tried to put us was under a tree, which is about as big as this, and we are 3 metres tall. So, yeah, 20 minutes later, we're back in the same spot, and he said, "Oh, please, happy, stay 3 or 4 days if you like." Apparently, you're not allowed to park in a camp. You're not allowed to. Let's start again. You're not allowed to camp in a national park at all. So the copper telling us we could stay for 3 or 4 days was fine by us. Yeah, we'll see how tonight goes, and then make a decision whether we work tomorrow, or head down to the beach for a few days, or do we head to Ankara? We don't really know. We're working out over a beer, which is illegal to drink in this park.
It is 2,900 and something Turkish lira fine per person.
So let's just not get caught having a beer, but after the nearly 300 miles we've driven today, we might need a beer. We're going to go for a walk and work out what we're doing. But this looks nice here.
I'm happy here. I'll happily work here tomorrow.
Morning!
Morning, folks!
So we had a lovely 3 nights here at Gölyaka. It's a lovely space, lovely utility that the council have put for everyone. But we've got a plan.
We have a plan. We are heading off today to Gordian and Midas Mound. Yes, that's Midas as in King Midas, the Midas touch.
But before we got there, we headed off to an abandoned village to have a look. If you've enjoyed this video, please give us a thumbs up, subscribe to our channel and join us next week.